Well, Dave, how pleased are you with that performance today? Graham Coughlin described you as clinical this afternoon. It was a really clinical performance. How pleased are you with it?
Yeah, delighted. Yeah, we were in terms of the opportunities we created. We put them away. Again, the goal before half time is pivotal in terms of, I suppose, mindset from our perspective. We spoke in the at half time around 2-0's a winning scoreline, but still felt the game needed to be won and wanted to be on the front foot and try and go and get that third goal. I think third goal goes in, it then becomes more difficult for them, and you sort of kill any potential momentum that they might have. They're always going to be a threat because of set pieces and long throws, and are really, really well drilled and a threat from that. So once you, I suppose, overcome that and they start to take risks, the game opens up, which again suits how we want to play, if you like.
The fourth goal, Challinor, obviously takes you into those automatic promotion places, which is fantastic. But how good was it to see your team being as ruthless as that and going for the jugular today?
Yeah, we're always going to be that. I think sometimes there'll be a capacity within the players to maybe be a little bit safe, but we want to play that. We want to be front foot. We want to try and keep the people we've got in here on or at our backs for the 90 minutes. There will be management in terms of how you play. I thought within the last 10 minutes we could have done that better. We probably need to be a little bit more risky. We were kicking the ball forward and it became heading practice. We had smaller players on the pitch, so we needed to play. Some of our stuff, one great move down dug outside. We played out. Will got in for Mackie and we played and had a real good opportunity for it. Noilly got down the side. Similarly with the goal, first time for probably a little bit that after we scored the third that we played. Really good passing movement. Paddy makes a great decision and Noilly has a tap in. So yeah, really pleasing from that perspective, and I suppose from our side what it will be important because we've been scoring one goal for probably the last, let's say, 7 or 8 games. So although we've not been changed in terms of our philosophy or how we're going to bar it, to be able to create the opportunities we did today and to be able to put them in the net made certainly the second half of the game, and I'm sure for the people that are in here, the last 20 minutes pretty enjoyable, when probably at times it's been edge of your seat stuff in not a nice way.
Now, be honest, you were about to take Jack Stretton off, weren't you, when he scored?
Yeah, well, we didn't change it. We knew that, especially after the 2 games, and Stretton hasn't played a lot of football for us since he came in, that players would tire. So we knew probably around that 60-minute mark that we'd look for changes. To be fair, that third goal coincided probably with their best spell. Yeah. I just thought we looked a little bit off. They'd had a couple of opportunities where they'd got through, and we had some tired legs. We had some tired legs at Sutton, hence the changes we had to make. So we envisaged that would be the case. What you don't want to do, regardless of whether Stretton scored or not, is risk something. And that third goal got us into a situation where we did have the capacity to make some decisions to potentially try and give players, even if it's 15-20 minutes, the difference that makes can be huge, and hopefully that'll pay dividends.
Yeah, Paddy's come on and done really well as well. It's worth noting, but of course the headlines are all going to be about the man of the match today, Kyle Wootton, 2 goals in the first half, and I know you've waxed lyrical about him in previous games, but I mean it was a stunning performance from him today.
Yeah, listen, no different. It's just backed up by goals, and he has a habit of, once he scores one, of getting 2. I think there's a few sort of braces he's got now. First goal's a brilliant header from a great ball from Miles. Second one at half time is really important. Yeah. And again, he sort of epitomises that what we've said there about being able to give players some minutes. He plays every minute for us, and I've said this before, gets an absolute battering from centre backs and gets very little from referees with no reaction. Gets on with it. His build-up play's been brilliant for us, and allowed us to give him 20 minutes off, if you like, and receive a reception that he's deserved. Because I think over the course of this season, I think at the start there would have been some doubters, and I think maybe even outside of our dressing room, people that aren't here week in, week out, they'll look at things and maybe, oh, he should get more goals than he does, but he brings so much to the, like I say, so much to the team in a really easy, manageable way. He's, like I say, completely low maintenance, plays 50 games a season. His performances are never up and down. They're just really, really consistent and consistent at a high level. So for him to, like I say, to get them goals, and that takes him to 13, maybe 14 in there. So listen, if he can edge towards 20, absolutely brilliant. And listen, he knows how valued he is within our dressing room.
You and I talked about the importance of the Easter period. You've now got maximum points over these 2 games. Puts you into 3rd. What do you think you need now to stay there? Is it a case of, I don't know, win 4 out of 5 or win 3, draw 2? What do you think you need?
I think if I was offered, well, I'll say it now, if you win 4 out of 5, I think you definitely finish 2nd or 3rd. I think we looked at it a few weeks back in terms of maybe numbers you need. 80, 81, 82, I think gets you in there. There's lots happened. There's funny results. You saw that on Friday, and it will continue to be that. What it does for us is we spoke before the Sutton game, and so the next 10 days for us are massive and can be season defining. 3 really tough away games. Sutton, who got the 4th best record. Carlisle, who got the 3rd best record, and Gillingham, who over the last 10 games have got the best record. Have won 8 out of 9 since January. So we knew that these 4 games, if you like, would be pivotal in terms of where we finish. Not the be all and end all, because we've still got games at the back of that to affect things. But we've chalked 2 of them off. We now face a really tough trip to Gillingham, and then a tougher trip to Carlisle. And not only the fact that you're playing against opposition who are very good, but also the travelling that's involved in that. So, like I say, we'll look forward to them. We know it's tough, but we go there in a good place, and we go there with the added incentive, like we just said there, of being in the top 3 and wanting to do everything we can to make sure we stay in there.
It's almost hard to focus on the Gillingham game, because I'm looking at Brunton Park now and I'm imagining the scenes that night. It's going to be something special, isn't it? And our fans will make it special under the floodlights there.
Yeah, it could be, but it'll be less special if we don't go and perform at Gillingham. That's the key. It could be more special if we go to Gillingham and we come back with 3 points, and regardless of what that performance looks like, it sets you up nicely. But it's a tough ask in terms of being able to go there. I think, like I say, at the moment we've got the bit between our teeth in terms of the opportunity we've given ourselves. Just need to control what we can, and if things don't go our way, then things don't go our way. But like I say, we've got 5 games. We have to expect that there'll be results that don't go in our favour, that involve us. We want to win every game. But if we can't do that and we lose one, as will be the case today, you have to park it and move on. And just as this has been a great weekend for us, the weekends from certainly within our dressing room is forgotten about. It's now about recovering for a couple of days. Like I say, we've been in and worked hard Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday in order to pick up them 6 points. So lads will get a couple of days off now, and we're back at it Thursday, training, focused on Gillingham, travel down on Friday and go and hopefully put in another performance there that will take us one step closer to where we want to be.
Well, your biggest home win of the season today. Well done, you're up to 3rd.
Cheers, John, thank you.
Thanks.